Welcome back on my Frontier, Nissan Xterra, off-road, whatever, homies. Today we're doing a little bit of work on old Red. She's been run hard, put away wet, as I've said so many times, but she is in dire need of shocks, like bad. I've run these Bilsteins for 4 years now, and they've probably been blown out for 3 of them. I've hit so many trails, and you know, they kind of do a little bit of absorption, but you could tell that the fluid in them is probably extremely nasty. The gas is probably half leaked out, but she bounced all over the place. So first we're going to replace it with some sweet Radflo 2.0 smooth bodies. I got these from Niztech. Shout out to Niztech. Chris over there always hooking it up. Chris, Rob, all the boys. So these things are super sweet. This is going to really help help me get this thing squared away. So let's see if we can open this up. Little unboxing for you. See what we got. Don't need that. Ooh-wee. Some freshies. Oh, did you like that movement? Let me get this off. Radflos, rebuildable, which is good, so I can actually rebuild them because I'm gonna probably do the same thing with these. So boom, those things are sweet. Set up, they're gonna work great for my the amount of lift I got on this thing. So of course you got all your stuff in here. I mean, really, there's not much stuff you need. So there we go. This is what we got, and that's what we're gonna put on today. Simple 4 bolts. Slap them in. Happy campers. Keep going. All right, there you have it. Old shocks, Buster old Bilsteins. I mean, they did me well. They're great, great kind of, I won't call them an entry-level shock, but so the upgrade is going to be really nice. The valving, rebuildability, etc. on these Radflos. As you can see, they're all in there nice, and would have been a lot easier install. Like the one side's super easy, because I don't know if you've seen that last video, or quite a few videos back, where I put the shock skids on, and those perches have been just destroyed over years of smashing rocks. So because this truck gets used, it has been used a lot. So those are on. Next big thing is onboard air system. Let me show you what I got. All right, so I won this just this weekend. Wasn't even planning on going to this trip, but it was the King of the Hammers Adventure Festivus. Shout out to Jeremy. Oh gosh, all the people's names. Shift Pod and all the people I met out there this weekend. I'm totally blanking right now. But yeah, so I'm gonna pull this apart, see what all we got. I've been needing onboard air for a long time. My current air system is just trash. It's this old Iron Man Buster piece of history. It's like falling apart. So I think this is gonna be nice. Let me pull it apart and let's see what we got. Guys, looks like I got it all laid out here. So we have line to run wherever we want to run lines. It comes with a nice little air up gauge, which is nice. A thing to get to your air up gauge. Lots of hookups, and looks like bulkhead fitting things for the airlines. I'll get into the instructions. Grommets. I think there's like some noise reduction things. This is pretty cool. Comes with a little gauge. Nice little gauge. So you put in, you know, a line up to that, so you can I don't know where I'm gonna mount that. Might just mount right to it because I don't know that if I need that in the cab for any reason. But then this nice new 100% duty cycle. There's a specs on it if you're curious about specs. Up to 100 psi and then 200 psi at 100% duty cycle. I don't remember what any of that means. I used to know, but I care less because it's free. So, and then a 2.5 gallon tank, which that should be more than enough just for airing up and down tires and blowing stuff out. Probably all I'm going to be doing with it for now. Who knows? Maybe I'll get a locker in the future and I can run that off of it. But for now, I'm going to get this all sorted. Work out where I'm gonna put this all into the spare tire area because I don't have a spare tire underneath there. So I'm gonna mount it down underneath here, and hopefully that goes well. It's kind of nice. It's got a remote filter, so when it's all muddy and nasty down there, I can stick this remote filter probably up underneath one of these fender areas, I would imagine. Maybe up in there somewhere, etc. Probably on the side away from the exhaust, but that'll be cool. So that can stay dry and out of the way. So yeah, let's figure it out. Luckily I got it all mounted up. Let's see if you can kind of see where I'm at. So, I'll pull this stuff out of the way. So, tank's mounted up right there. I got the drain valve, and it actually has like a little bit of a slope to it, so that drain will be nice. And then compressor all tucked up under there with the compressor up to here. I gotta run the lines. I gotta figure out where I wanna run the lines. And I wanna like make a nice little bulkhead type thing, and I don't think the system comes with a bulkhead. Also, still working on where I want to mount this. I don't know if I necessarily want it in the cab, since this isn't like a for a locker or anything. I may run it outside for now. I was kind of liking this. May just sit it out here. I don't know. I don't know if this is very weatherproof. It's probably supposed to be in the cab, and I doubt it's super weatherproof, but it looks fairly good. So I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so all right, so I finished this all up. I didn't bore you with all the wiring and stuff. That's not super fun to watch. So basically it's I already had power back here from a 3-wire thing, Blue Seas fuse box, fused wire all the way back to a relay back here, and then pressure switch, and that's it. It's pretty simple wiring job, but I want to show you how it all set up. So back here, you can't really see it, but there's my switch and my pressure. It's pretty easy to see from up here, and it's just on and on. Pretty simple. And then there's the pump and the tank. That's all bolted into the bed right here. It's kind of ideal, kind of not. The nuts and bolts aren't perfect because obviously, you know, something hang up on them or whatever, but I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, dude. This is my my helper out here. But yeah, it's pretty simple. And then of course the bulkhead there, which is nice, so I can reach all the way to the front with that hose. But I'm really stoked to have that on there. It's so nice to have, especially when you're off-road and airing up, especially if you're on a like a multi-day trip where you're on and off roads and stuff like that a lot, like road trips and whatnot. So yeah, all finished up. Hope you guys like it. Hope you dig it. If you got any questions, hit me up in the comments, like, subscribe, all the things, you know. All right guys, now for reals, peace.